I'm 80. I finally understood what mattered the day it was too late to change it. I'm 80 years old.
And I need to tell you something that's been sitting heavy on my chest for longer than I care to admit. I spent most of my life convinced I was doing everything right. Good job, nice house, respect from people who barely knew me. I checked every box society told me to check. And I genuinely thought that's what living meant. But I was wrong. And by the time I figured that out, most of the people I should have been living for were already gone. Let me take you back. For 43 years, I worked in finance. Started at the bottom, clawed my way up to senior management. I was good at it, made good money. My colleagues respected me, my boss trusted me. I had a corner office with a view I barely looked at because I was always too busy staring at spreadsheets. I worked late most nights, weekends too when deadlines hit. I told myself it was temporary, that once I made partner, once I hit that next promotion, once the bonus came through, then I'd slow down, then I'd have time. But that day never came, because there was always another promotion, another project, another reason to say not yet. My wife used to leave dinner on the table for me, for years. She'd eat alone, clean up alone, go to bed alone. And I'd come home around 10, reheat whatever she made, and eat it in front of the TV, too tired to even taste it. I remember one night, must have been 20 years ago now, she asked me if I even liked my job. And I got defensive, told her someone had to pay for the life we had. She didn't say anything after that, just nodded. But I saw something in her face that I didn't understand back then. She'd given up. Not on me, on us. 3 years ago, I had a heart attack. Collapsed in my office, woke up in a hospital bed with tubes coming out of my arm, and a doctor telling me I was lucky to be alive. My daughter was there. My son flew in the next day. My wife sat in the corner, quiet, hands folded in her lap. That's when it hit me. I'd spent 60 years preparing for a future that was already behind me. I looked at my kids, really looked at them, and realized I didn't know them. Not really. I knew their job titles, I knew where they lived, but I didn't know what made them laugh anymore. Didn't know what kept them up at night. Didn't know their fears, their dreams, the small things that made them who they were. Because I wasn't there. Oh, I was physically present sometimes. Birthdays, holidays, school plays if they didn't conflict with work. But I wasn't really there. I was thinking about the next meeting, the next deal, the next thing on my list. And my wife, God, my wife, she died 8 months after my heart attack. Cancer. It came fast. 6 weeks from diagnosis to gone. And in those 6 weeks, I tried. I really did. I sat by her bed, held her hand, told her I loved her, but it felt hollow. Like I was saying words I should have been saying for 50 years but never did. The night before she died, she squeezed my hand and said, "I wish you'd looked at me the way you looked at your work. That broke something in me that still hasn't healed." You want to know what I realized that day? I realized I'd been living my entire life like I was filling out a checklist. Graduate college? Check. Get a good job? Check. Make 6 figures? Check. Buy a house? Check. Raise kids? Check. Retire comfortably? Check. But nowhere on that list did it say, be present, be kind, be available, be someone people wanted to be around, not because you provided for them, but because you made them feel seen. I convinced myself that success was the goal, that if I worked hard enough, earned enough, achieved enough, happiness would follow. But happiness doesn't follow success. It sits quietly in the moments you're too busy to notice. And when you finally stop to look for it, it's gone. Here's the thing about getting old. You start losing people. My brother died 2 years ago. Heart failure. We hadn't spoken in 10 years. Some stupid argument about inheritance that neither of us even remembered the details of. I kept thinking I'd call him eventually, patch things up, but eventually never came. My best friend from college, I haven't seen him in 30 years. We used to talk about taking a trip together when we retired. Never did. He's in a nursing home now. Doesn't recognize anyone anymore. My daughter calls me once a week, Out of obligation, I think. We talk for 10 minutes. She asks how I'm doing. I say fine. She says she's busy. I say I understand. Then we hang up. And I sit there wondering when we stopped being close. Wondering if we ever were. My son sends a Christmas card every year. One of those family photo cards with his wife and 2 kids I barely know. They're beautiful, smiling, happy. And I'm not in any of those pictures. Not because they exclude me, but because I was never around enough to be included. That's my legacy. A man who provided everything except the one thing that mattered, himself. You're probably thinking, I'm not like that. I make time for the people I love. Maybe you do. But let me ask you something. When was the last time you had a real conversation with your parents? Not a phone call where you're half distracted scrolling through your phone. A real conversation where you ask them about their life, their regrets, their hopes, the things they never got to do. When was the last time you told someone you loved them and meant it, not as a reflex when you hang up the phone, but face to face with weight behind it? When was the last time you did something that didn't serve a goal, that wasn't productive or useful or advancing you towards something? When did you just exist with someone you care about? I'm guessing it's been a while, because that's what we do. We tell ourselves we'll make time later. We'll take that trip next year. We'll have that conversation after this project is done. We'll slow down once we hit that milestone. But later never comes. And one day, you wake up and realize the people you were going to make time for are gone. Or worse, they're still here, but you're strangers now. And the gap between who you are and who they needed you to be is too wide to cross. If I could go back and talk to my younger self, here's what I'd say. Stop worrying about what people think. Stop chasing the next promotion like it's going to fill the hole inside you. Stop saying yes to things that don't matter and no to the people who do. Call your parents, not when you need something, just to hear their voice. Put your phone down when someone's talking to you. Take the trip, even if it's not the right time. It's never the right time. Tell people you love them while they can still hear it. Ask the hard questions, the uncomfortable ones, because those are the conversations that matter. And for God's sakes, stop waiting. Stop waiting for retirement to enjoy your life. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to be present. Stop waiting to be happy until you've achieved enough. Because I promise you, when you get to where I am, none of that will matter. The money doesn't matter. The titles doesn't matter. The respect of strangers doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is whether the people you loved felt loved by you. And I failed at that. I'm 80 years old. I have enough money to live comfortably for however long I have left. I have a nice apartment. I have my health mostly. I even have hobbies now, things I always said I would do when I had time. But I'm alone. Not because people abandoned me, but because I abandoned them first. Slowly, over decades, in 1,000 small ways I didn't even notice. And now, for the first time in my life, I'm happy. Not because I have everything I want, but because I finally understand what I should have wanted all along. But it's too late to do anything with that understanding. That's the cruelest joke of getting old. You finally figure out how to live right when your life is almost over. So, let me ask you one more question. If you died tomorrow, would the people you loved know how much they meant to you? Not because you provided for them, not because you were responsible, but because you showed up, because you were present, because you made them feel like they mattered more than anything else. If the answer is no, you still have time, but not as much as you think.